Time to get crazy. Let's mix up some Prussian blue, some black, crimson. Whew, a lot of color there, dark. It should look black, but it has a blue base to it. I'll even put a little brown and keep it dull. There. Let me wipe off the old knife. And we just wipe the knife on some paper towels. Let's grab a fan brush. Load it full of color. A lot of color. And let's do us a little evergreen tree. Now I'm going to be going over a lot of snow here, so I'm going to dip the brush into a little bit of paint thinner, just a small amount. You know, our golden rule of thin paint will stick to a thick paint, so it'll make it a little easier when we go right over all this. It'll stick a little easier. Here comes a nice tree. There, see? Here it comes. Maybe a little of this trunk showing right there. I like to do trees that have a little bit of trunk showing, a little naked spot on it. Sometimes it's sort of neat looking at it. Because trees grow that way. They're not all perfect. They're like us. Or at least like they have a lot of flaws. Maybe he's hiding. Maybe he's behind back there. I don't know. Maybe. Yep. You decide how few trees. Yes, let's get it. He said, nice. A bit long. If this is water, maybe we'll end up reflecting the water. So I'll just sort of do real basic little shot backwards. Just to put the indication of a little something in the water. See? Here, perfect. So we're going to take a big brush and just sort of go right over. Let me find a nice clean brush very lightly. One hair and some hair. Just to make it disturbing. See the trees? Now we got to give them something to settle. Right now they're sort of floating around out there in the water. So we have to put some land in it. Tell you what, while we got the little tree brush for it, we don't want this side left down there. Let's put a big tree over here. Just a big old tree. I like this kind of painting because it'll give you a lot of practice. A lot of practice with a knife and with a fan brush. The old knife, if you'll spend some time learning to use that son of a gun, you can paint entire paintings with it. In some of the earlier shows, we did paintings using nothing but the knife. It's a little hard to do in the time frame we have. But try it. It's a little slower than using brushes, but you can get some effects that you cannot get using a brush. Absolutely cannot. Another tree there. There we go. See? There it comes. There. If you learn to make one tree, shoot, you can make a million trees. That's all it takes. Just get another brush. Tell you what, let's take a little blue and white here. Since this is such a cold looking thing, I'm going to just use that color to make the indication of a few little trunks here and there. I like this blue brown, but I want this paint to stay cold. Let's take another fan brush, dip it into a little bit of the liquid white, titanium white, put it in the liquid white just to make it a little bit thinner, then a little bit of the Prussian blue, and a nice blue color, a little darker. See, make it any flavor you want. I want it a little darker. Okay, let's go here. Now this brush, put the indication here and there, not much though. Some gorgeous little highlights in the not much. What I want to do, keep this dark. It's contrast to this painting that makes it so pretty. Keep them dark. Alright, the other side over here, we'll do it right here. This tree out. These trees will get mad if you forget them, ignore them. They're going to chase me all the way across the studio. There. I'm a little weird. I love to talk to trees and animals. That's okay. That's okay. I have more fun than most people do too. Alright. 1-inch brush here. Let's put in a little bush here and there. Oh, some nice little snow-covered bushes. So we'll just do this. Alright. Let's go over here and put one over here too. There. Here it comes. Here it comes. Where's it going? You need it. There we go. You decide where to go. And wash the old brush out. Just shake it off. Beat the devil out of it. Off we go. Let's see. Let's take a little bit of white. Come right back in here. Indication there's snow in there. Just a little snow. Gotta have something for all this to set on. It's just sort of hanging out here in the lake right now, or stream, river, whatever it is. Dip the brush into liquid white, and then I'm going to pull it in one direction through the titanium white. The liquid white is there only to thin the titanium white. Pull it in one direction, but we want to carefully turn it over. Okay, let's go up in here. And with that, then we're going to come in here and put some gorgeous little highlights on these little rascals. See? Little snow-covered bushes that live out here. Because this is cold. Here they are. Let's give them a little friend. Whatever you think they should hear. There we go. Go on the other side and put some over there too. The one that left out. There's one. But don't let the brush slide when you're doing this. Just give it a little push. Bend the bristles a tiny bit. Tiny bit. If you start picking up that base color excessively, you're always going to pick up a little. If you pick it up excessively, then your paint on your brush is too thick. Add a little touch more liquid white to it. There. Oh, it looks cold. I think the temperature here where we're painting has dropped 10 or 15 degrees just since we started this. I like to paint paintings like this. Gorgeous. Right, now then, I'll tell you what. Let's get crazy today. Maybe in our world lives a little house out here, because I'd like to live in a place like this. So take your knife, scrape out a basic shape. That just removes excess paint. We'll take a little of the Van Dyke brown, a little dark sienna mixed together. We'll put the back roof in first, back eave, like that. That's all there is to it. We'll put the front in. And all we're doing here is just blocking in color. It doesn't much matter. You could do this any way you want to. Just blocking in color. And we take some little white, little dark sienna, a little Van Dyke brown, mix them together so they're marbled. Cut across very lightly. Barely touch. Just like you're putting snow on the mountain. Barely touch. Just touch it. Pull. A little more of it so it shows up. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. Taking a dark color. This might look like old hills. Van Dyke. Got a little door. A touch of light color. So the outline it. So there's that. And all we need is the other half of the roof so it doesn't freeze. So we'll take a little bit of the titanium here. Just put it right there. Like that. A little over here. So it looks like the snow is deep on the roof up here. Okay. Now, so we'll just take a little bit of snow right here. Whatever. Right across. Pay attention to angles. You want it to float. Because chances are, if the water out here, it's in a recessed area. And the water always is in this recessed area. When you come back and you find the brush, you're making bushes here. Come back. little liquid white, titanium on it. And let's put some little bushes all around it. Look at it. See? They're about to eat it right around the front door there. Alright. Maybe this guy's like me. He didn't play the garden very good in the summer. The bushes are growing around it. I don't like that. Little touch of blue in here. It's not an indication of maybe a little plant. So he's got a little walk down. Take the knife, scraping a few little sticks and twigs here and there. So like so. Put a little liquid white, another line into here. Something about like that. This video. And that's what you need. That's what you need. A few little sticks over here. Scrape up to the paint that we show through. Alright, I think we've got a finished painting here. Hope you enjoy this one. Give it a try. Send me a photo of what you do. All of us here. I'd like to wish you a happy painting. And God bless you. Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today. I thought today we'd show you how we do the little painting that you see at the beginning of the show, the little one with all the birch trees in it, with the little painter guys in. It's a very, very simple painting, and even if you've never done a painting before in your life, this one you can do. So let's start out and run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint with hand. While they're doing that, come on up here and let's get started. Today I have my regular old pre-stretched double prime canvas. And I've covered the entire canvas with a very thin coat of black gesso and allowed that to dry completely. Black gesso is dry. Now then, today we have three different colors of gesso. We have white gesso, black gesso, and gray gesso. And I've just put them on a little plastic tray here. We'll use the old foam brush. It's easy to do. We just go right into a little bit of this gray gesso. And with this, we're going to paint the little trees that you see in the background, the little ones that are far, far back. Okay, let's go right up here. Just take this, and I'm just going to do a few of them on this canvas to show you how they were done, and then I'll put up a canvas that's already finished, because it takes a while for this to dry. Well, maybe 20, 30 minutes, but see, that's all you do. Just point out some basic ideas for tree trims. You have to make a decision how many trees you want in the forest. Sometimes the trees are close together, sometimes far apart. Some of them be thick, some will be thin. Completely and totally up to you. And sometimes in the woods you'll find trees that maybe one fell over. Maybe when he was just a little guy, maybe a big old bear came through here and stepped on him, a little hurt in his back. Now then, let's reflect those right down here. They don't have to be exact. Just basic idea. That's all we're looking for. Just put them in, something like that. There, see? Now then, now I'll take, and I got a little liner brush here. With that, I'll just dip it in a little water, because gesso, as you know, is a water-based paint. There we go. It's actually not a paint, it's a primer. You know, in the art world now, there's a lot of controversy about using acrylic under oils, because they say it's not permanent. There, just turn it. But the gesso is a permanent medium. So if you're worried about acrylics under your oils disappearing after 40 or 50 years, this is considered a permanent medium. All right, now, we just thin this down very thin, and with that, we're just going to make the indication of a lot of little tree limbs that just hang around out here and play all day. But we're not worried about them being perfect, because these are just little background ones. Sure, probably half of them won't even show. We're just putting it in for filler material. That easy. See that? You know, I get letters from people that say, Bob, I've got a little nervous twitch in my hands. I just can't paint because of that. This is your painting. Because if you have a little nervous twitch, you can make the most gorgeous tree limbs. You're ahead of the rest of us. I have to intentionally sort of shake my hand and pretend that I do. something like that. And you just figure out where you want it. You put his room, here's usually very simple. Anybody can do this. As I say, I like to design paintings in every series that everybody can do, even if they've never painted. And in this series, this is the easiest painting in the series. And it's also maybe one of the most effective. When we were doing a little opening, the people here in the studio just went crazy over this painting. It was absolutely their favorite. All right. You know, it only takes a few seconds to see that little opening. It takes a lot of fantastic people to put it together. This one was a brainchild of my good friend Jerry Morton, one of the engineers here at the station. There. And Jerry, he's like me. He's got sort of a crazy imagination. You put the two of us together, we come up with all ideas. But that's what makes it fun. Now then, see, we've got a few little tree limbs there. Now we can just go down here with the same way and just put in an indication of a few things down. And they don't have to match exactly what's below. Just so we have some indications. But really, don't worry about this one. Just let it happen. This is one that you should enjoy and have a good time with. And Annette and I were traveling all over the country teaching. I wish we would have had this painting for people to do because it works so good. And you can take this idea and you can do all kinds of things with the colored gestures. For example, if you want to paint a barn, you could paint the entire barn, the basic outline of it with just gestures. Maybe come back and cover it with liquid clear and then go over it with transparent or semi-transparent colors. And it shows through. It's a fantastic way to paint. Just makes it very easy and a lot of fun. And painting on vision should be a lot of fun. Okay, that gives us a general idea of how you make the little background trees. Wipe off the little brush. I'm going to come back and we'll put the trees that are more distinct right over the top of it. And for that, I'm going to use just pure white gesso, same little foam brush. So just lay it down. Just pure white gesso. That's what we do. And you decide where the trees live in the foreground, touch, and pull down. So I'm pulling down and adding a little bit more pressure to the brush so it automatically gets bigger toward the base. Normally, when I say normally, because there's a tree that's different. Normally trees are bigger at the bottom than they are at the top. So I'm just going to put a few in here so you can see how they look. Maybe this one here. Sometimes the birch trees grow in clumps. In fact, most of the time they grow in clumps. But that'll give you an idea of how it's done. Now then, we'll go right below it. And pull straight down. I start with a little more pressure and release, or less pressure when we're going down. And if you have trouble painting upside down, just take the canvas off and turn it over. Yeah, that gives us a basic idea. That's all we're looking for in this. Just want to show you guys. Back to my water. Right back into that white gesso. And once again, you get this white gesso here. Very strong. There we go. Isn't that fantastic? I just love little paintings like this. They really make painting so easy. And they're great. They're great if you're doing a little demonstration for like your family or your friends, because they just won't believe what's happening right there in front of their eyes. And all the preparatory work you do, like you said. Isn't that neat? Now, if you have trouble making this paint flow across here, it just means you don't have enough water. Just like when you're using oils, if they don't flow, it means you don't have enough paint thinner. So don't be afraid to put some water in it. And this takes usually, and heat humidity, usually dry and about 15 to 30 minutes. And also depending on how thick you can build gesso up. Okay, let's go down into the bottom here and put some reflections. See there? And they do, once again, they do not have to be exact. Very few people are going to sit and check your reflection and make sure it's identical. I love these colored gessos. I don't know why it took so long to get them. Since we've introduced them into the art world, they've just about become standard. There. Everybody's using them now. All right. Okay, a few over here. Something about like that. And that's really about all there is to it. When you're at home and you have unlimited time and don't have an email directory to come out and yell at you, you can just take your time and do all these things that you want to do. I just want to show you how this painting is done, because it's so different from anything we've done before. It's so wonderful. It's worth taking the time to show you. And I hope you send me some photographs of things that you do with this, because this is just to stir your imagination. Because I know you could come up with much better things to do. Alright, now then, I'm going to wash this little brush out. One more thing I'll show you. I'm going to take a fan brush. And I recommend you get one of the old fan brushes that's about worn out. We'll just take a little black, put a little bit of water with it just to thin it. This is just pure black though. Just enough water to make it a little bit thinner. I'm going to take a knife, and I just want to take it and sort of flick at it. See? Just flick little globules of gesso on there. Just flick them on. Now this really works better if you have the canvas laying flat, so you can get up above it and flick it. But this will show you how it's done. There we are. Just flick them on there. And it doesn't matter if these little globules go onto the black, because when it dries, they won't even show. It won't even show. Now we'll go back here, and I'll get the brush that we were using that just had black on it. And very gently touch it. This is still a little wet. I would suggest you allow it to dry when you're at home. But just give it a little pull. See how it makes it look like birch trees? Isn't that sneaky? There. And it's gorgeous. You really can do this so easy. It's almost unbelievable. Once again, allow it to dry. But that easy. All those little flicks that you made up there, they cause the little dark indications in the dark of the birch tree. And I tell you what, I have a canvas here that I've already prepared and have it completely finished. So you can see it's just basically the same thing that we've done there. I'm going to put this canvas on the easel, and then we'll go ahead and paint the picture. In the meantime, the other day I had a fantastic experience with a gorgeous little owl that I want to share with you. We'll put him up here. We're going to look at him while we're changing these canvases. This is a great horned owl. One of my good friends in Florida, Cindy, loaned me this owl to play with a little bit. And he's very young, probably 5, 6 months old. But he is one of the most gorgeous birds that you've ever seen. And they get big. Oh, look out there. He's just brilliant. But the rascal almost got my nose there. But aren't those the most beautiful things? I like animals so much. I'm telling you, I could just about make a career out of taking care of these little rascals, because they're so beautiful. We'll put him out here in this show and let you see him again, because I think these owls are some of the most gorgeous creatures God has ever made. They're just absolutely beautiful. I'd like to have one for a pet, but you don't keep these kind of creatures as pets. These kind of creatures, God meant for them to be free. So we raise them up, we get them grown, and we take care of them, whatever they need, and then we turn them loose and they go back to nature where they belong. So I don't suggest you keep wild animals as pets. Okay, we're back now. As I say, now we have one up here that's nice and dry and we can take off. So let's take, and we'll start out, cover the entire canvas with just a very thin coat of liquid clear. The one word that I need to repeat several times here is the word thin. You want the thinnest coat possible of liquid clear here. It's easy to put too much because you can't see it. So, a very, very thin coat. Something like that. A little 2-inch brush of the middle for a second. That's all. Just cover the entire canvas with it. Something like that. I really like this little opening using this painting. The little painter guy, he looks like he literally just steps right into the painting. That makes it so neat. Alright. It's a lot of fun to make those. There. As I say, it takes a lot of fantastic people here to do that. There's a lot of video magic going on there. And it's neat to be in a TV station and see how all this is done. Alright. A little bit down here in the corner. Shoot, we'll be ready to go. Something about like that. That's all we do. Here we are. Just make sure we got a nice coat. Very thin. Very, very thin. All the way across. Like that. Alright. Now then. The most fun part of the whole technique is washing the brush. That's my favorite part. You wash the brush. Shake it off. And just beat the devil out of it. Alright. Takes very few colors to do this, but all the colors, other than the titanium white, are very transparent. It's most important so that your gesso work shows through. So let's start out today with a little touch of the Indian yellow. Just a very small amount. Tiny little bit. There. Just load a little into the bristles and tap it. It's easy to go back and add a little more. So suddenly we're going to take it off. So start out with just a small amount. You can always add more. And right across the base of these beautiful little trees that we painted, we'll just do this. Something like that. And we'll do the same thing in reflections. That's pretty already. But this acts like a glaze. The liquid clear there and the transparent color literally acts as a glaze. If you used, let's say you put these on with yellow gesso and you went over it with blue, then you would end up with a translucent green. And it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Try it. There we go. All right. I have several brushes here, so let me just grab another 2-inch brush. Don't want to spend all of our time washing brushes and setting the camera people. We go right into phthalo blue. I love phthalo blue. It's one of the prettiest colors. Gorgeous color. Just tap a little with the bristles. And let's go right up to the top of the canvas. Just make a little X's. Just paint right down. See that? Isn't that fantastic? This works so wonderful. And it's so easy. So easy. Say, if you've never painted a painting before, but you've always known there's an artist hiding inside of you, this is the one to get started on, because it'll work. It'll work the first time, guaranteed. There. We'll do the same thing down here in the reflection. There. I like paintings that work easy, because if you have a little success with this, and you've got enough confidence to go and you try something a little harder and a little harder, and that's the way we learn. We just do things over and over. Each time it gets easier, really difficult things. Now, I like to sort of darken the edges a little bit. So with the same old brush, I'm going to go right into a little touch of a Prussian blue. Prussian blue is a gorgeous color, but it's much darker. Let me just work these out a little bit like that, soften them. See there? There's no such things as mistakes on these. Shoot. The worst thing that can happen here, if you do happen to make a big boo-boo, and that does happen once in a while in our world, you take a paper towel or a rag or a little paint thinner on it and you just wipe it off. The gesso is still there and you can do it again. This is the way I practice these things. I just wipe them off and do them again. Prussian blue to darken the top and the corners. Prussian blue, strong, dark. Good, nice color. There we are. See there? Now we have a graduation of color. And we'll do the same thing down here in the reflections. Something about like that. See there? Okay. As I said, when I met my trail learning teacher, I wish we'd have had some paintings like this to show people. But we didn't have the colored gessos then. We couldn't do this. There we have it. There, just sort of blend that together. Wouldn't this be a fantastic scene to maybe put some Indians on horses out here? If you're going to do that, I'd recommend you paint this little background, put your color in, allow that to dry. I'd let it dry completely. Then I'd go back and I'd paint in all my little subjects that I can do if I need to have some Indians on horses. I like Indians on horses because they sort of match the birch trees that they were on pintos. It would just sort of blend right in there. Now I'm going to take a little bit of titanium white on the fan brush. Just want a small amount. I think so. Let's go from there. Now I want to begin putting an indication of a little snow that moves back here in the background. Not much color. Very little in between. Just an indication of a little. So those background trees have something to say. There. If you put it in very thin like that, it's still fairly transparent. Even though white is a very opaque color, if you put it in thin. And we're just putting in background stuff. This one just sort of disappears. Take your fingers, leave it in so it just disappears. We don't even know where anything's at. That easy. That easy. A little bit back in here. Now this won't be an exact duplicate of what you see at the beginning of the show. But it will certainly show you exactly how we made it. There. Because no painting ever comes out exactly the same. We don't use any patterns or tracings or anything like that. So none of them ever come out exactly the same. And that's even better. That's what makes it fun. Alright, now I'm going to load a lot of white paint. A lot of white paint right into the bristles. Because now we want to get serious. Now we're going to do the things that are in the foreground. And in our world, we've got to work. Cut right down like that. Just sort of cut around the tree there. There. Right up to them. Some places we'll just let that blend right on down. It's up to you. You make the big decisions. There. Maybe come up here. Right. Each of us will see it a different way, and that's what makes it fantastic. That's what makes it fantastic. Don't make it look like snow's going up the tree. Just give it a little top. Snow right. That's very nice sometimes. Makes a very nice effect. There. See, leave some of these little dark areas on it. They turn out to be your best friends. Looks like little areas in between layers of snow. Probably everybody has right there looking at it. It's clean. Maybe right here. You make the decision. Really, I just want to show you how to do things. What you do is totally and completely up to you. Because painting is a very individual thing. Everybody paints differently. That's what makes it wonderful. Let's see, maybe over here we make this side a little stronger. A little bit. Yeah. create the illusion of a few little reflections. I don't want to lose this purity down here. I just take a clean brush, grab the base of that a little bit, just a little. You really don't even have to hold it every color. You can't add touch. I would suggest that very little. I want to learn the purity of this reflection, but I want it to look like water. Just by doing this little simple step, and very lightly, just to disturb it a little bit. See, already it looks like the shimmer of the water across there. Alright, fantastic. Now then, redefine that edge a little less with the brush. See some fix, so we don't make mistakes. Just have happy accidents. Let's have a little, yep, the deer hangs right out there. He just lives there. There he is. See? All kinds of little things. And we had a little peninsula that the little painter guy at the beginning of the show jumped on. So we'll put it in. Give him something to stand on right about there. See, there it comes. There. There we go. Something about like that.